Hello and welcome to Custom Gamer. My name is Daz and this is the show where we talk about level design while playing cool maps. It's been a while, it's been almost 2 weeks since I put out a video. I apologise for the delays. I've been doing a lot of mapping in my spare time rather than videos these past couple of weeks, which is why there hasn't been anything on the channel. So I'm going to hopefully put out some videos over the next couple of days to make up for it. So this map here is a Quake map by RPG. It was released in July of 2001 and it's called Penile Devastation. There is a very good reason for the map name, which you'll see. Now, considering this was released in 2001, the visuals still hold up today. It's fantastically well detailed, great lighting. You really wouldn't know it just by looking at it that it was released so long ago. Now, it's using the classic id Metal style with a couple of texture variations, which I believe were created by Biff Debris. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you can see here already there's just loads of detail crammed into the environment. The lighting as well is especially well done. Lots of hot spots of lighting, spotlights especially, really prominent in this map. Now, it's quite easy with lighting like this to make it look kind of washed out and very dull, but RPG manages to ace it here. There's lots of highlights all over the walls and floors from various spotlights. The only thing I'm not too sure about the lighting in this map is the use of the coloured lighting. You can see there's a couple of wall torches around which give off like an orange glow. I think it's perhaps just a little bit too strong. It looks really kind of centred on the wall torch model. It doesn't look too great. There's some other coloured lighting here, so you've got like some red light coming off the lava here, which looks fine, but it's just the wall torches I'm not too keen on. I think perhaps if the wall torch light was less intense but covered a wider area, it would probably look better, in my opinion. But as it stands, that's the only real complaint I have about the visuals in this map. Overall, it's excellent. I'm a real sucker for the id Metal style though. I think any map which uses this texture set looks great in my opinion. So combat wise, it's not really that hard, but you do have to kind of manage your resources more than most levels, especially things like rockets and grenades. There's not really a lot of rocket ammo in the map. You really have to kind of be very frugal about what you use your grenades on, which I kind of like. You're kind of given this very valuable resource that's in short supply and you have to make the best use of it as you can. It's kind of a tricky balance to do because generally in a lot of games if something is very rare then players just won't use it. You take something like World of Warcraft for example. Back in the original World of Warcraft, before any expansions came out, like things like flasks and elixirs were really expensive to create and you'd never really use them unless you were in a raid or something because you really didn't want to waste them. And it's a little bit of gamer psychology that goes around to practically any game you play, where rare items, you want to hold on to them to just the right moment, but that moment never really seems to arrive because it's just too rare and you really never want to use it. So there's a happy balance between making something rare and making something plentiful enough that players will actually use it. I think RPG strikes a nice balance in this map where you feel like you will pick up more rockets, but you never feel like you've actually got enough. So it's very well done. Now you noticed I found that secret at the beginning. A lot of the secrets in this map are very much just kind of spot the odd one out secrets. So things like here, after I kill these guys, there's a secret right above me on the ceiling. There's a ceiling lamp which is a different colour and rotated slightly differently to the rest in this area of the map. And most of the secrets in this map revolve around this, just kind of spotting odd things in the environment which don't match up. That light fixture I shot at the very beginning to reveal the mega health was actually a different texture than the rest of the lights in the map. Now the only real departure from this is the fact that the fourth and final secret in the map, the so-called super secret, is revealed only when you found all the other secrets, and it's very subtle. It took me ages to find it, but I really wanted to show you guys it in the video because it's fairly hilarious and it's the whole reason the map gets its name, so kind of important. RPG loves spawns apparently, the most hated enemy in Quake. I'm not sure, they might only be used on hard skill in this map. You might get something else in normal, but we play hard. Go hard or go home, is the saying, I think. I like the really long sight line here, all the way from where you picked up the gold key to the gold key door. It really makes the gold key door stand out and you can spot it from a mile away. I really like. We've got the double shambler here, which can be pretty harsh. If you decide to come back in from the side corridor, this encounter is probably a lot easier because you can kind of ambush one of them. If you come in from the front like I do, then you can kind of get ambushed by both at the same time, which is pretty nasty. You can see I'm trying to save as many grenades as possible, just trying to throw one grenade into a crowd to do a lot of AoE damage and then just killing the rest off with conventional weapons. Because I really want to save as much ammo as possible for the final encounter, because it can be quite brutal. So you notice there I got a message saying a secret has been revealed. So when you've found 3 out of 4 secrets, you can come back to the intro teleporter and these signs have been reversed here, showing you can go back down. Which brings you into this room. There's a pretty interesting sculpture. Now this room itself is beautiful. I love the kind of 45-degree angles on the walls, lots of buttressing, lots of repeating patterns, the kind of lighting as well. Really, really nice. And then of course the giant penis, which you really can't miss. I really want to know where RPG got the idea to put that in, especially to name the map after it. It's pretty hilarious. Now we get to the final arena room. Interestingly, I don't like how this final ambush is triggered, so the ambush only starts when you pick up the yellow armor in the center. And I really didn't want to do that because I still had a whole bunch of yellow armor, which I didn't want to waste. So when I was first playing this level to find out where all the secrets were to record this, I was waiting around in this area for ages, waiting for stuff to appear. I thought the level had missed a trigger or something and broken, but it actually only triggers when you pick up the armor, which is a pretty dangerous thing to do. Because you get people like me which like to min-max the armor and don't like to pick things up if we can avoid it, or until we need it. Yeah, things like putting a trigger, a delayed trigger in this entrance here, probably would have been a better idea, I think. But you've got, say, 10 seconds or so to explore the space before the enemies start coming in, whether you pick up the armor or not. And that would have been a safer way to trigger this ambush. As far as difficulty goes in this final combat, it's definitely been overshadowed by more recent releases. Generally Quake maps, modern Quake maps are a lot harder than this, but it's still a fun fight. Would have liked perhaps a pillar in the centre which you could use to line of sight the Shambler, but aside from that it's a fun fight. It's just not very difficult compared to modern releases. So there you go. Penile Devastation by RPG. The download link is in the description below the video as always, and I'll be putting out some more videos soon. I'm not streaming the level design for this map I'm working on because I can't. It's a secret project and I can't talk about it just yet, but more info will be coming as and when I can talk about it. Maybe another month or so, we'll see. In the meantime, enjoy and I'll see you next time.